Welcome to This Week on 33rd Street. I'm Senior Sports Editor Megan Soyson. I'm here with Sports Editor Mike Wisniewski and our football beat writer John Phillips. Penn surprised pretty much everyone except themselves on Saturday with a 30-21 victory over Harvard to clinch at least a share of the Ivy title. Other than the win, John, what surprised you the most?
The thing that surprised me the most about Penn's victory was the play of the defensive line, because in a lot of ways they've been very inconsistent the whole year. And last Saturday they showed up, and the Ivy Trophy, it was on Colton Chapel's head, and they saw it early and often, and they really put the nail in the coffin on Harvard's hopes late in the game. Brandon Copeland, who's been a great leader all year, he really solidified the victory, and that moment I'll never forget it, honestly. That was the biggest moment in Penn sports I've ever seen.
John, not only the defensive line did they dominate the game, Penn dominated every facet of the game on Saturday. From the O-line, they ran for 227 yards. Harvard came in allowing 43 yards a game on offense. And, the defensive line, like you said, they sacked Colton Chapel 6 times, had 12 tackles for a loss. Even on special teams, Harvard could not get great field position on, other than that kickoff right before halftime, which did make sense to me, where they just had that pooch kick. But Harvard couldn't get decent field position all day, and Penn, just cruised to an easy victory. That, how easy it was the most surprising for me.
So Harvard and Princeton are still in the running for a share of the Ivy title if Penn can't beat Cornell on Saturday. And last year, Jeff Matthews came to Franklin Field, set every Ivy passing record in the book, threw for over 500 yards. Can Penn stop Cornell this weekend and get that outright?
Yeah, you know what the thing is? That Penn has to focus on one thing, and that's Jeff Matthews. Other than that, Cornell has nothing going for them, because even Jeff Matthews, he threw for 140 yards last week against Columbia, and I'm sure the Penn coaches are really taking a close look at that tape. But yeah, Cornell's offense is one-dimensional. Their defense has no dimensions, so Penn should be able to dominate all day on offense, pretty much on defense. And Matthews has even been vulnerable to the interception this year. He's thrown 10 picks. Penn has 11 picks this year, so I think he'll throw a few against Saturday. And Penn should cruise to an easy victory. I don't think they're going to have to share. Just like Brandon Copeland said, he likes to eat everything on his plate, and I think they'll do that.
I think that the only thing that could really slip Penn up this week is Andrew Holland. But I talked to him yesterday, and he sounded confident. He sounded ready to step in for Billy Ragone, who will be there on Saturday. And he provided such an inspiration last week when he was rolled out, in the center of the sideline. That was great, and that rallied the troops in a lot of ways. And it'll be the same type of celebration on Saturday, I think, because, like Mike said, the Cornell team that we saw last year, it's a shell of itself in a lot of ways. Jeff Matthews, he's a good quarterback, but when you don't have any other pieces around you, there's not much you can do, and Penn is clicking on all cylinders right now. There's very little chance that they'll let this one go.
Well, Penn goes for the outright Ivy title on Saturday at 12:30 in Ithaca. You can follow along on our live blog at thedp.com/thebuzz or on Twitter at DailyPennSports.